something so round like a b-ball. 23 forces attract me to females. I look this score my pistons. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Ay, ay, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Justin Tucker is NFL 21.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
brought down back at the 32.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And now off to the races. Down the right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
By the Ravens. Sets up 1st down and goal at the 8-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Alex Highsmith
In there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10.
Jackson's pass.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a...
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 46 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted.
The 2-point attempt.
Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Jackson on the keeper.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the Ravens.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity late.
Brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10. Makes
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind
on the field as a defender. I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Two-point conversion is...
And he is going to lose yardage here. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
The safety. Terrell Edmonds picks it.
Jackson's pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
23 yards to pick up there. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Steelers 20. Ravens 12.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think
and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get that one complete to Conner. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The 30. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 61 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
On for the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back.
They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
They'll roll him out right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
It is no good. That keeps the score.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push. Whenever you get an opportunity, you can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
To Jalen Samuels.
A final shot before the break, Rudolph. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So they get 2 more on the half's final play, and they shave 8 off this deficit as we head to the break. So we've reached halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
You don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not as specific.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
the Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second and 14. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So
where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the people around.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. it's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game. Adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
16 yards, a first down.
First down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dez Bryant there to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll down.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be Ben had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll run with Samuels. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. Room here to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 39 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The two-point conversion is...
So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And the Ravens taking the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And it's Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Jackson on the keeper.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going deep for Brown. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. 2nd and 7 from the 20. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Roethlisberger going to throw it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pernell McPhee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. We're going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
First
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Well, it's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw?
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Jackson steps away to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And incomplete. As he was knocked as he threw it, and it took